Hello, welcome to the Well of Being. And this is Well of Being Wednesday live. So each Wednesday, I will be coming here live, and whatever is being called in the moment will bring in beautiful wisdom, messages, activations, a perfect middle of the week support. So, as we have just come out of that intense phase of eclipse season, well, in particular, that 2-week portal that we were in, one of the things that has been opening for me through the offering I gave yesterday, but also just through my own reflection and awareness is like as crazy and intense as it was to be held in that energy, and it was pushing us and it was bringing us to alignment, it was purging, it was creating all this clearing. There was a bit of an excitement in the day to day to day. It was crazy making and sleep was so disrupted. But there is something really powerful about those really active, intense phases we go through in the spiritual journey of growth, even though, like, when we're in them, we're like, oh my God, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? But then it does. And sometimes it's like really quickly, which this felt like it to me. It was like, for any of you in the Midwest, wow. I mean, I've never experienced a total eclipse. And when it went to stillness, and then, of course, that one moment where a teeny tiny sliver, the sun started to show back up, it felt like a spotlight turned on. And in that moment, it felt like, honestly, it felt like time stopped completely. And as you know, we're all being held in that pause. It doesn't matter if you were in the totality of it or not. That pause experience gives you this feeling of like complete awareness of the moment. And it's like you can feel all, as the observer, you can feel all the energies that are all around you and within you, but there's this space that becomes more palpable. Now, there are extreme situations we can be in, like that kind of external experience or other things in our life that can be really, really clear when we've entered a phase of like an in between, between projects, between, like when you are called to a completion of something, when a relationship has ended and you enter this really extreme pause. But there's also these little mini pauses that are always present for us. And that's something I've channeled into before here, and that beautiful space between. So, what happens for us when we have these pauses in the intensity of the processing is it is a time for us to be able to recover and integrate. And when we have that space, again, it can feel almost like uncomfortable a little bit because we're not used to that. It's almost like a hyper awareness of what is in the moment. And it does feel like you have enough space to be able to do kind of some fine tuning. And again, the integration level, but it can feel a little uncomfortable in your body. And so you may feel like a tendency to want to distract yourself from it, or you may feel a tendency, like there may be things like you start to create a little bit of drama trauma in your life just to fill up the energy in the space because it feels like, I'm not comfortable with this. So that's what I wanted to speak into today and channel into and bring a nice healing activation for us is allowing us to settle into that space between. Now, even in nature does this. Like, we are actually coming out of the most rapid, progressive phase of springtime where everything is growing and we got to do it now and it's now, now, now. And that's kind of like what we were talking about, what we might experience spiritually when we're going through this intensity and then it pauses. And that's summertime. And as much as that's like, wow, that's amazing, it also is a level of a stillness that nature's just like, yeah, we're just going to sit here and be fully present in this. So when you really can deepen into the feeling of what the way summer does, the pause, winter does a different kind of pause, but I want to reflect on the summer pause in this moment. So that summer level of pause is from the heart. So, in the Chinese five element theory, summer is the season of the heart. And in aligning with that spiritual connection, that expansiveness, that like, we're not going to take action right now. We've done all the work and we're going to kind of sit back and just celebrate everything that we've created. So, in our own lives, when we have these spaces of pause, this is what the opportunity gives us to be able to, from an open hearted place, not from a like, oh my God, now that we've gone through it, I had a little bit of that. I was just catching myself doing that this morning. It can get that way. Like you become almost like when you've cleared out so much, like if you were physically in your house and you were clearing things, it's you become hyper aware of everything. And you may want to clean even more and go deeper. So this what I'm encouraging us into in this moment is to be aware of our tendency to want to do that, to get like a little OCD in there. But also to hold that awareness, again, holding that awareness at a level of compassion, giving ourselves a perspective. And that space allows us to have healing, integration, recovery, and clarity around the more subtle actions we might be taking while we're in that space between. Okay, see what wants to come in and be shared around that. E ke o koro o ai awa ai e ai to ai o koro o ai o kai o koro o kai o koro o ai e. Ay, okoro o these beings are just saying to us, like, "You're busy, 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 busy." Ai ke kokoro kai, ke okoro oko oko e ke okoro o. Ai, e ke okoro oko busy on so many levels in our life. Ai ke okoro oko to the point where it distracts us from connecting within. Ai ke okoro o oe, kai okoro oko okoe, ke okoro okoe ai ke okoro okoe ai ke. So what I'm feeling is that we're going to be doing a light language. These beings are bringing in a light language. It's like a very subtle, gentle clearing because it's almost like when, kind of like what I was saying, we did this extreme purging, and then there's just this little vibrational frequency that's around us that feels like just a little bit unsettled. So we're going to be working on clearing out that unsettled energy. Seokoroe from your whole energy field. It's just like a gentle breeze going through. Aike okoroe. Eke okoroe sai oroe. Roe ayokoro oro oro oko okoro oe. Roi ai o ye o oe. Roi o ai o oe. So the visuals I'm seeing, there's different levels. One is like a gentle sweeping or a gentle breeze. And another is almost like when water has been rippling and it's coming to a point of stillness. So first we're doing some more clearing and then we're going to hold the space of stillness. Ai o koro koro to koro e. Rai o rie to koro e. Rosai o te ke o koro o ko e ke o koro o e. Just your whole energy field sweeping through. Roi ai o rio ai o ro. Raya wai arrete oro. Rito ai ke okoro e. Really focusing on the lower half of the body at this time. Wai okoro o ya sweeping down and out. Te koro to ia to ai arroia tai okoro e. Reto retekeo retoteo koru koru. Sweeping out through your abdomen, haiko koru okoi. Settling the energies of your digestive system, processing. It's been on overload. Just gently settling these energies. Tikoroi ayokoroi. Ruto ruto ai uroi e. Urai, urai. Clearing out through your heart space. Okokoro okoi, the high heart. They okoro okoi e. Sides of the heart, back of the heart. Aikokoro okoi e. Tikoi okoro o. Clearing the head and the neck. Aike okoro okoi e. Aike okoro okoro okoi. Kia, bringing point of focus, focusing inward, aligning to your third eye. Almost as though your third eye is like a reflection pool, because it is inner reflection, and a pool that allows you to see reality through this altered portal of perception, bringing it to stillness, the energies in stillness. The stillness of the waters of your third eye begin to spread, opening, expanding, opening, expanding. You feel this stillness spread above to your crown, calming your mind, calming your thoughts. The stillness spreads to your heart, opening your heart, feeling the flow, gentle, the flow that's even present in stillness, so subtle, so calming. The stillness expands into your solar plexus, the presence of this stillness anchors you into your body, into this moment. The stillness spreads into your abdomen, your pelvis, your roots, down your legs. As these still waters reach your feet, you can feel almost as though you are standing on this reflection pond. This reflection pond that is within every aspect of your being. This still water a presence that is always within you, holding you, calling you within. There's a light emanating from this water. It is the light of your higher self, your innermost truth. This light that is always here for you, that is always guiding you and connecting you to your higher self. Feel this light as it radiates and shines through every level of your being, allowing this light to fill each and every cell. The feeling, the energy is calming. It is presence. It is possibility. This light expands beyond your being. You emanate this light into your life, into your field. You are this light. This light is you. You are this light. This light is you. And so it is. Okay, that was beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today. What we called upon with this space between, this sacred space that is within you, this place of stillness and presence, of both reflection, depth, and light. Keep this feeling with you because it's always there, even if we become distracted or disassociated from it. But even just a tiny bit of remembrance can bring you back to that place of connection, of awareness, of peace. Blessings.